Hang on. There we go. Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live stream with Garbage Gamer. Going to be playing some more Dragon Age Origins this evening. Figured I would try to get started at halfway decent hour tonight and try to get a good clip into the stream. Still don't understand why I can't do this quest for this woman and this woman over here. I'm wondering if it's because I fought and killed those refugees outside of town before I talked to them. I don't know, but either way they both act like, you know, like I did some evil shit or something. One of you has poison making. You right? He wants venom for his quest, right? The guy in the tavern. Do I not have everything I need to make fucking venom? Yeah, loathering, poisonous proposition, 3 flasks of venom, but I only have enough stuff to make 2 flasks of venom. Hey, Cheerio. Or not Cheerio, Control. Hey, man. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Thought, only halfway glanced at my tablet. I thought that was Cheerio for a second. He's usually the first one that pops up. But hey, David, it's good to see you, man. Why do I not have the venom that I need to, like the toxin that I need to make the venom? I don't understand. I haven't sold any. Does he sell venom? Or what? Because he says he might have some of the stuff that you can buy.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Let me see what you got. Do you have like venom or whatever? No, you don't. So why do I not have what I need to make your fucking poison for you? I don't understand. Because I killed the spiders already.
Some fellow in the tavern said that...
Like, you kill the spiders outside town, and they give you the venom, and then you make the poison for him. Let me run out here and kill these wolves and bears, and check over, and maybe I didn't loot a spider? I don't know.
Very well.
Nice. Nice. Fuck them up. Nice. Get fucked. I'll take that. That's the boy's mom, I think, that we ran into in town earlier. That never showed up, right? He said she was like redheaded. Let me see, there's bears over here. Take care of these assholes real quick.
As you said.
Hi there, bitch. Ooh.
Shall be done.
I never liked this part.
Mm. Ooh, that's some nasty damage. Holy shit. You can get some real nasty crits going with a rogue, you know, when you're doing your backstabs and shit. But so far, man, dual wield warrior is putting out some serious fucking damage, man. Plus being able to like spam the combat abilities and shit too. I think it's gonna be. I was thinking like rogue would way out DPS a dual wield warrior, but I think it's gonna be a lot closer than I thought it was. Why do I not have the toxin that I need to make the poisons for this asshole in town, man? I don't understand that. My favorite game for an extremely long time, like the spam Blizzard and Thunderstorm, yeah. Hey, Equilibrium, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I like this too. I'm thinking about cranking the difficulty up to the Nightmare. Um, or either, I don't know if I'll do it this playthrough, but probably maybe my next playthrough. Because I have beaten this on Nightmare a couple of times on console. But I just kind of wanted to enjoy the story
I shall do it.
this time as much as possible. Did I miss any loot over here? Alright,
What now?
What now?
can you make the poison yet? I still only have enough to make 2 venoms. Why? Wait a minute, is that actually the crafting? Advance, that's party. Potions. Like this is where you craft it from, right? Or is it from this menu? Oh, I need to assign that to... Really? Do I really have to assign that to one of her fucking hot bars? Really? Okay. That seems obtuse, but whatever. Yeah. Irritating. Got that queued into the first slot, right? Let's have you put inning shot. That is. Have you put that there? I doubt you'll be making much use of below the belt since you're pretty much like all like from range. I don't think she would make much use out of below the belt because that's melee range pretty much. Find that back row there. And I guess that's it for now, right? I thought something was off, man. Like, I knew that I had the stuff that I needed to craft the potions. I didn't realize you had to actually like go to the little thing. I figured it would be like under the radio menu.
So how is it that Terran Low gains?
Yeah, you can do the same on PC. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not on PC, but on console. Yeah, you can actually like throw the spell through the wall or whatever, like target them like through the wall, and then you just have to like basically open the door and then throw the spell before they start to come in. And you can kind of like freeze them all with blizzard and shit.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Uh, I've got what you asked for.
Splendid! Yeah,
75 silver. I'll take that shit all day. Thank you. Uh, one melee critical chance, one armor penetration. What about this one? Worse.
because I still don't have food to sell.
Right. Show me what you got. Here, you can take this and leave that. Wow, I got a lot of armor. Where the fuck did all this, armor and the commoner clothing come from? I have to look at that and see if that's better than what everybody's wearing. I seem to remember the Amulet of Accord being good for something later, but I don't remember what right off the top of my head. Let me see. Do you have any recipes? You don't. I'll take those Macquarie Crunches. The dog. I'll probably never use him. Incense of Awareness recipe? What the fuck is Incense of Awareness? Increase one's alertness and mental defenses. Basically. Like these trap recipes or plans are basically pointless. Okay. Nice. Alright, so I think that's all of my quests here, man.
Got a cousin in the Templars. He says the mages in the tower out on Lake Callanhard are
Fuck
all
Elon.
turned into demons.
They always say that, though.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You must,
You are very beautiful, Morrigan. Tell me something
I
do
saw him
not
stream
know.
a couple of
But you
days
are always
and
dressed in such rags.
then,
It suits you, I
hadn't
suppose.
seen him
A
since. I
little
don't know what,
tear here, a little rip there to show.
The path of righteousness and the stuff always.
turn that shit in. 50 silvers and level up. Take that. Take that all day long. That brings me to level 7. So I should be able to level up, right? Yeah, see the only the only class that I don't have unlocked yet is Reaver, which I'll have to get before I hit 14. But right now I can take Berserker. Let's this way, right? And I mean, ideally, I want to start taking this stuff from Berserker, but I don't have the stamina yet, I think, to activate this yet. Got an upkeep of 20. It decreases your stamina regeneration, but it increases like your health regen. Then these like reduce the stamina regen. Reduce the yes, I should take this first. With that first, I guess. And I need to fix my hot bars, man. He promised today, and here we are left dangling from the lies. Yeah, I gotta get Reaver unlocked. I don't have Reaver unlocked yet for whatever reason. I'm not sure if I never picked that option the last time that I played through this or what. But usually I should have it unlocked. I'll have to pick it when I get to the Temple of Sacred Ashes this time around.
So I ask him, what's
What am I
you
gonna
got
do?
that I don't? You know what he says?
Right, I need to fix my freaking talent thing. Post. Hurry. So this one has an activation of 41. And if it connects, it hits with a critical. Oh, okay. Find that there. Then we'll put oh, back bar there. Got the sustain active there. What about my heal though, right? Fuck is quick heal. That. 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 Oh shit! I see it. It's right fucking there. Pop that there. I think that's everything that I gotta do except for going over here and seeing fucking Bodan and Sandal. Everything? The bandit surrendered to you. Right, that's all stuff that I've already done. Yes, I'm done here. Everything. Okay. So yeah, we can get the fuck out of here then. Although I do need to take the dog over to the fucking tree. We can piss on it. Forgot about. Can I change my party on the? Oh, I guess I. Liliana.
Blood and damnation.
Say goodbye to you for a moment. Pop the dog in here. Run his ass over here to this tree real quick. Gotta look out for your dog, bro, man. Come on, puppy, bro. There you go. Piss on that tree. Oh, that's funny. And there's spots like that, like pretty much everywhere you go. I think there's little spots like that for the dog, where you can run him over and he can fucking he can he can piss on it and mark his territory. For you, Liliana.
Indeed.
Away with you, pal.
Alright. Fucking dark spawn up here. Hi there, bitch. Fuck. Nice. Nice. Fucking blood mage.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Reaver is really good if you spec right. Yeah, Reaver's yeah, Reaver's pretty fun class. Yeah. I like it. I haven't really tried it on a dual wielder, but I like Reaver a lot on a two-hander. Because it gives you like a nice little extra AOE. When you're running the two-hander. Well, I mean, it gives you an extra AOE with dual wield too, though, I guess, because you only got one where you go. You're welcome, Bodan.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along, I guess.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says a half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Bodan and Sandal, man. Fucking amazing. Take all of that, yeah. I meant to look at that damn armor in my inventory and see if it was any better than what everybody had on. Is there nothing else I can do for you?
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Okay, I guess that's it. Then I'll see them later, I suppose. There we go. Or say, what the fuck? Some creepy shit. Nice.
Bad dreams, huh?
Oh, must have been something I ate. Yeah. None of these are really what I would say, but I guess, yeah, it seemed real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde. And we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Right. Why didn't Duncan say that then?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing.
Right,
It
but he
takes a
didn't
bit,
explain
but eventually
it.
you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Yeah, he said, you know, and I mean, that's true. He did, you do see him at certain points, you know, up until he dies. You do see him mentioning, you know, yeah, he can sense the Archdemon's presence. But, you know, he never explained exactly what that meant, you know, that like, you know, hey, I can actually, you know, sense the Archdemon and I can, you know, kind of understand what he's saying and, you know, that's how I know this is a real blight, and you know we should really take this seriously. You know, not that it would have mattered with Loghain betraying everybody everywhere at every step up until the Battle of Ostagar, but you know, still. Thanks, Alistair.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Not gonna lie, I can't believe Elon would gaslight us like this. Alright. So now we gotta do the whole BioWare, you know, let's stop and have conversation simulator with all of our people in our party. Who the fuck are you? Hello?
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
Never mentioned you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Right, I apologize about that. Let's see here. Black number 9. Fallout. More like Fog Out. Hey, Bleach. Welcome to the stream, my guy. It's good to see you. So what is this? Is this the Watcher DLC? Like the Watcher's Keep DLC? Is that what this is? I don't know that I remember this. What promise did he make?
My family... well, past a bit checkered to see.
Yeah, that's what this
Nobles
is.
look at
The
us with
Watcher's
disdain.
Keep or whatever it's
My
called.
great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last warden commander of Ferelden back when the wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the wardens and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Right. What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Okay. So, what favor did you ask?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name.
Yeah,
Won't
Cheerio
restore
isn't
our
here
land
yet.
or our titles, but it'll restore
He
our
abandoned
honor.
us like Elon did, yeah. Yeah, so this is Soldier's Peak, like the Watcher's Keep, or whatever it is. I think that's what this is. One of the DLCs that comes with the Ultimate Edition. I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Right. What do you need?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Sure. I don't know what level I'm supposed to be to do this, but sure.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Okay. I don't really know what level you're supposed to be to do that. Guess we'll find out at some point, though. Let's go talk to Bodan and Sandal. I guess they decided to follow us after all.
Bodon Feddick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we
I didn't
met.
romance
Is there
Alistair
anywhere
yet.
safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Fucking discount. Like he's giving us a deal. And he'll end up making thousands of fucking gold off me by the end of the game. Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Okay.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Alright, shit out of the way, I guess. What's your story?
Oh, nothing so unusual and so interesting as you and your companions, I'm sure. Dwarven merchants are common enough on these roads, aren't they?
Okay, I guess he's not gonna tell us his story?
I heard from some travellers that something bad might have happened in Redcliffe, overrun by darkspawn, mate. Merchant friend of mine said he encountered someone fleeing the place and there was nothing waiting for him there but death. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Right, so
Take it
that's,
for what it is.
that's Redcliffe, okay.
I'm sure you'll...
Holy shit. This, I believe this weapon here was actually the best weapon in the game before you had the Ultimate Edition with like the Watcher's Keep or whatever the fuck it's called. That DLC, I believe that used to be the best one-handed weapon in the game, or one of them. Let's see, look at it here. Yeah, see, like, yeah, it was one of them. It was up there, yeah. Fucking pretty nice. 131 gold. God damn. Alright, Conspirator's Foil? What the fuck is this? 20 mental resistance. Okay. Huh. The Proving Helm. That's the helm from the Dwarven Commoner origin. How about that? I mean, not the Dwarven Commoner origin, but the Dwarven Noble origin. I didn't know he sold that. Let's see. Spirit Hands. +10 spirit damage. That's... I guess if you're casting a lot of spirit spells as a mage. +5% critical backstab damage for rogues. Bad. Not bad for a bard or rogue archer, actually. That's for the dog. It's actually got some decent armor. What is this? +2 willpower, that's not bad. 0.5 percent stamina regeneration in combat, that's not Longbowman's belt, that's not bad. I actually think I might grab that for Leliana. Is this 5% cold damage? See, he's got health poultice. So I got not a ton of regular health poultices. Then he's got the Tome of Arcane and Physical Technique that gives you a free talent point, I think. Like a free skill point. Then he's got crafting stuff. Some runes. And he's got a bunch of gifts. Golden rope necklace, I'll take it. Grey Warden hand puppet? The fuck? This must be from one of the DLCs I downloaded, the like name day gifts or some shit. I don't remember this at all. I think these are here to like help with yes, I don't know. Like the backpack upgrade. Oh, oof, fuck, that was 7 gold. I don't know if I should have bought that yet or not. That was kind of fucking expensive, man. Phew.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. Oh, nothing so unusual and so interesting as...
Right, so he's not going to tell me his fucking
That's what I've heard on
backstory
the
yet.
road,
Okay.
anyhow.
Goodbye.
Shut up. Hi, Sandal.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment.
And there you have it.
Okay.
Enchant.
I don't think I have anything that... I do have something that can take some... that can take a rune slot, right? Chance to reduce movement speed, I don't care. Fire damage, electricity damage. I don't know if that's better than fire damage, but I'll slap it in there, I guess. When did I pick up Oathkeep? I don't remember grabbing that weapon. Wow, that's way better than my sword that I'm wearing right now, so I am going to equip that. Alistair, is this better than what you got? It is. You can have that. You got your bow, dog, you got your thing. Here, you can have that two-hander Sten. I was saving that for. And, let me hear what armor I got. Then, I guess you're gonna take whatever fucking spare armor I got, yes? Uh, that'll have to do for now for you, sir.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's
Right,
good.
back off.
Cool.
Goodbye.
Shut up. Alright, I need to, Liliana, what do you... Is this better than what you got on? It is not, it's worse. Like this. This better, that's tier 3. That's a little bit better, I guess. Guess that's everything then.
You and your friends are
Let's
formidable
sell off
folk,
the
indeed.
extra
It's
shit.
good to have you along on the road.
Okay, shut up.
I'm sure.
Here. Take all this. Take that too. Alright, good enough. I guess let's talk to everybody now. Let's see. It's finally ready, you know. I went through quite a few supers to get it worthy to fight you, but man, it wasn't good enough after you trashed the last one. Had to make some major modifications. Sure, it was difficult, but you're worth it. I mean, after all, I'm your biggest fan. What the fuck? Alright, let's, play Relationship Simulator the game and talk to all our fucking friends here. Hi, Morgan. How's it going?
What do you wish of me?
Uh, I'd like to talk to you.
If you must.
How'd you become a shapeshifter?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds.
Right.
The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Okay. That does sound like something you'd do. So, your mother's been doing this for a long time then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Okay. Can anybody become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Well, I think I'll live, especially since shape Changer is like the worst fucking mage specialization in the game. Even though I've already got it unlocked, but still. You spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Right. And what do other animals think of you when you've changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Okay.
No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe.
Well,
Some of these
we
traditions
wouldn't
are
know about
old,
that anyway,
indeed,
being a
passed
dwarf.
down
But
as carefully guarded
still.
lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Now, see, this is the only thing that I really dislike about these BioWare games, is that you really can't disagree with your companions. You know, I mean, you can. There's nothing stopping you from, you know, telling her that, you know, she's full of shit and, you know, that, you know, some kinds of magic are dangerous and, you know, need to be controlled, you know, like blood magic. Um, because when you do, she throws a fucking fit and you get disapproval and you don't unlock her companion bonuses and, you know, like unlock her like side quests and all that shit, you know. So it really kind of forces you to go against actually role playing, and you basically just kind of have to guess and tell them what you think they want to hear, basically, you know. Um, the only BioWare game that really kind of gets away from that, well, Mass Effect, you can kind of disagree without, you know, with your companions without it mattering too much. And like Dragon Age 2 handled it better, where you had like the rivalry and like the friendship system place and shit. That's good, I guess.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
Morgan is asking for it. See, now you respect me because I'm a threat. That's the way it works. Turns out there's a lot of people, whole countries who want their respect. They'll pay through the nose to get it. How do you think I got rich? Invented weapons, and now I have a weapon only I can defeat.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
We could flirt with her if we wanted to. I guess I'm gonna try to romance her. Since it's tied to like one of the DLCs for this game, Witch Hunt, which assumes that I think it assumes that like you end up having a kid with her. I guess we'll go.
I wouldn't advise it. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Okay, so we got a little bit of approval there.
What do you wish of me?
All right, I'd like to talk to you.
If you must.
So we gotta go through all of this other shit. This is the irritating part about it.
I cannot teach you, no, but send who...
Alright, so yeah, she's
What do you wish
saying
of
that
me?
she agrees to teach other people to be shape changers, even though I've already
If you
got that
must.
unlocked. Did you grow up in the Kokari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
Alright, no more copy pasta. Okay. Let me see. You can probe me anytime.
Beg pardon then while I jump for joy. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
And you remained unnoticed?
For the most part. Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
I can imagine.
I rather doubt that. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That's pretty funny. That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
I have no idea. I'm not a human.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Okay. I'm glad it worked out this way.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Alright, we got a little bit more approval there. And she's not entirely wrong. I mean, Alistair is not the smartest, not the smartest guy. But, I mean, he's still your bro, though.
Yes?
Alright.
If you must.
Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
You're very cute when you're being evasive.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Right. Let's see. You found it fun?
I found the game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait, a little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Wow, so Flemeth used you as bait.
'Twas a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset.
Oh, so that
Thankfully,
that
the
makes
wilds
it fine.
is a vast
That
place.
makes it fine.
Once
okay.
they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Of course not. You know, I'm sure Plymouth knows all about apostates and maleficarum and blood mages and demons and being mages getting possessed and shit. But why bother to warn you about that at all? Even though, as we'll find out not too long from now, even very young mages are susceptible to being taken over by demons. Like anybody with even the tiniest bit of magical power are susceptible to being possessed by demons. Do you still think that was fun?
I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
No, you're probably right, I guess.
An enlightened view, or at least an agreeable one. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Alright. Got a little bit of more approval there.
Yes?
Okay.
If you must.
Alright, so we're nearly done with this.
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Although I do like this, though. I mean, I really do enjoy having these conversations and stuff because it really does give you a lot of background and shit on the world that you're in. Especially like the first time you're playing through this. It gives you a lot of information that you need to have without making you have to go and read a bunch of like codexes and journal entries and shit like that. It's a neat way to get you into the story. A powerful Maleficar.
You mean, is she truly the Flemeth of legend and story? Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Ah, I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of
Just that little
barbarian
bit.
men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how long ago was this?
Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar.
Really?
Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen agreed.
And just for context, like, what she's actually talking about happened during the first blight, I think. And like what's happening right now in the game is the fifth blight, I think. And it's something like, I forget how many years it is. It's like it's I know it's at least 1,000 or 2,000 years, something like that. It's a long time. Like what she's talking about supposedly happened with Flemeth, uh, her mom that we met earlier. So just gives you a little inkling that if any of it's true, then Flemeth is not exactly what she seems to be.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement.
Really?
All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
Okay. She spoke to the spirits or demons?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the
Spirit,
wilds, and
demon,
there she
same
hid.
thing as far as I'm
There
concerned.
she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which she never invaded, or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
How is it that Flemeth has survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
Okay. The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters?
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds, after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
That's horrifying. Aren't abominations usually insane horrors?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
Alright, that's an interesting story.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
My mother is a useless drunk, if you must know. Uh, I don't. I mean, our mother was a drunk, and she did beat us and shit. But still, I don't know, man. I mean, given the circumstances with the Dwarven castless and stuff, like, I don't know. She's mom. You know, we love her. But what else do you want to know?
Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Okay. Nice. We got some more approval, and she got her first little thing there.
Yes?
Alright.
So, full of questions, are you?
Alright, are you really Flemeth's daughter?
I assume you were actually asking whether Flemeth herself gave birth to me. Truly, I do not know. I once asked Flemeth that very question, and she merely laughed at me. 'Tis not inconceivable that she could capture a chastened man, or perhaps change to a more attractive form to attract him willingly. I find it more difficult to imagine her with child.
But didn't you just say that shape changers can't change into other human forms? Okay. So either she's lying, or she's not as always. She was not always as old as she is now, was she?
As a matter of fact, I remember her being younger once. She had black hair, much like my own, long and lustrous. But how could that be if she is centuries old? Has she become wizened only recently? Or are the tales of her legend only that, and nothing more? I do know the tales of Flemeth having many daughters, even though I have never met another. And Flemeth has always treated me as her blood.
Cozy family of abominations and apostates. Does that mean you love her?
What an odd thing to say. Why must love enter into the equation? Flemeth taught me everything I needed to learn. How to survive, the meaning of power, the truth of men. If other mothers do not teach these things, then I believe them the lesser.
That's true.
You suppose it's true? 'Tis true. Take yourself. You do not honestly desire such things from me, do you? 'Tis better to be free of such cloying and cluttering delusions as love.
I disagree, but I guess I'm going to have to agree since we're going to try to romance over here. Sure.
There. I am glad you agree. I tire of this
Nice. Got a bunch of approval there.
Yes? So, full of questions.
Alright.
Yes?
So we've gone through that. Now let's move on to this. So life in the wilds must have been very lonely, right?
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
And they speak back?
Don't be foolish. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage. adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
I can't imagine Flemeth was happy about that.
She was not. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground.
Wow.
I was heartbroken.
She was right, I guess, right?
Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
Well, they made you stronger, right?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Nice.
Yes? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely.
Humor.
Oh, it's humor you desire. I didn't realize comedy had anything to do with this.
Only if we do it wrong.
How true. Let us do it right, then.
Get our smooch on. Alright. Nice.
Yes? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Alright, so that's... Okay, we're finally done with her conversation. So, where is, trying to see if she had that buff on that we got from her approval. Forget exactly what it does. Do I have gifts for you? I have some gifts. I think the rope necklace is basically for anybody, but I think she likes jewelry.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Probably
Interesting.
necklace? Okay, I thought that was for her, but I guess maybe not. Shiny gold ring.
Interesting.
Okay. Silver brace.
Interesting.
Guess we done got her approval about as high as it's gonna go from that. Okay. Got the next step of her thing, like moderate magic. I think it increases her magic stat. I think what her approval does as it goes up. Let me see. I think Sten we can talk to. I think this will go fairly quickly because I don't think he'll really talk to us yet much.
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Wow. He's such an asshole, man. I need to know if I can trust you.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
Right, you're just people that fucking freak out because you lose a sword and decide to murder a family of innocent farmers and peasants for no, you know, for no fucking reason, right?
No. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Sure they can. The Kinari are communists, basically.
I am.
Okay, have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, dwarf.
What do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands. We do now. Somewhere else. No. I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
Wow. What an asshole.
You are concerned. No need. I am as you wish.
Okay. Yeah, he's dick. Let me see. In there you are. Yeah, take this fucking beef bone.
Unexpected. Thank you.
That's technically supposed to be like a gift for the dog, but you don't ever have to give the dog gifts because his affection is just 100% non-stop, no matter what. So you can always just cross that out and get a little free approval with somebody like him. Let's talk to Alistair next, I guess. Hi, Alistair.
What do you need?
You want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
That doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
You're right, you shouldn't have lost it. But, you know, everybody deals with loss differently. No need to apologize, man.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
Right, but you'd be dead. Exactly, that's stupid. You'd be dead, but go play nice. I understand.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would.
It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Dwarves don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
Well, he came from High Ever. That's where the human noble comes from in their origin. I don't think I remembered that Duncan supposedly came from there. We entomb our dead within the stone beneath our tags.
I heard about that, now that I think about it. Their spirits return to the rock, strengthening the foundation of the Tig. It sounds so strange.
It sounds more strange than spirits going to heaven and floating around doing whatever the fuck they do with the Maker. Yeah, no stranger than burning your honored dead to ashes, right?
I suppose you're right. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Anytime, Ellison. Nice. Got
What do you need?
approval there.
Ask away.
Now we have to go through his little backstory shit here.
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Right. So could others learn these talents?
Perhaps. But the Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. And, I mean, it's been proven through, like, Dragon Age 2 and into Inquisition that Templars don't need lyrium to do what they do. I mean, Alistair's an example of that. He does what Templars do, and he never had lyrium, never took lyrium. The Chantry gives the Templars lyrium so that they become addicted, so that they can control them. You know? Pretty simple, really.
What do you need? Ask away. I suppose I could. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me...
Alright, we gotta get his, approval.
What do you need? Ask away.
Although I really don't need it. Because I've got Templar unlocked already, but... Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are. That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found.
Fuck, I didn't
the nearest
realize
Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross
there was so
the
much
sea,
dialogue to go through with
there's bound
him.
to be some in the free marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands. Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt.
Right.
Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Wow. So what happens now that there's just two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Okay, so we need to start rebuilding the Order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
Alright.
Just left? You mean just left for Eldon? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright.
About the Grey Wardens, any. What do you need? Ask away.
How did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
That's pretty funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see. I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a
That was
Templar.
actually kind of funny.
That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why'd the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
He was a good man, Alistair.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking. What do you need? Ask away. I already said I wouldn't. What do you need?
Oops.
Ask away. I already said I...
Okay,
What
I'm
do you
not
need?
trying to
Ask away.
pick that. For fuck's sake, man. I hate the way the dialogue tree works.
Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That would explain the smell. Or that must have been tough for them.
Well, they were flying dogs, you see. Surprisingly strict parents, too. And devout Andrastians to boot.
That is what they say about Anders.
That, and that they make a great deal of cheese. Funny, but the dogs never mentioned cheese. As a matter of fact, if you said cheese around them, they'd start growling. Isn't that odd? Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on a cold, hard ground, isn't it? Point taken. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
You blamed him then, though?
I was young and resentful and not very pious. Of course I blamed him. I remember screaming at him like a little child. Well, I was a child, so I doubt he was surprised. Arleman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she
Really
did.
wish this dog
So
would
off I
shut
was
the fuck
packed
up,
to
man.
the nearest monastery at
trying to
age
talk to
10.
Alistair.
Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
That's an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Jarl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Wow. You were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Jarl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Okay. That
What do you need?
everything?
Ask away.
Okay, so we got another dialogue option to go. Fuck, man.
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
I thought Templars wore heavy plate mostly.
That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight.
You had lots of pillow fights, I take it?
Pillow fights? I mean, no, of course not. I meant sword fights. With rusty swords, dripping with acid. The kind that puts hair on your chest. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
Yeah, I really do want to know. That's why I asked you.
Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter
funny.
is
That's actually
that
funny.
I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates,
Because that
from
is
poor
what we're
families
doing,
thought
going
I put
around
on
to
airs, while the noble ones
all
called
our
me a bastard
companions
ignored
and
me.
making them tell
I
us their
felt like
life
Arl
story.
Eamon had cast me off unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
What did you enjoy about the training?
The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
I mean, Orzammar was home, but I don't guess it is anymore.
We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
They can always be rebuilt.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Alright. A little bit of approval there. Hey, cheerio. Welcome to the stream, my guy. It's good to see you.
What do you need? Ask away.
Okay,
Such as they are. About the Grey Ward. What do you need? Ask away. I already said I wouldn't.
oh, fuck you too, Alistair. Alright, let's, save. Because I can't remember which one of these gifts is supposed to be for him. This one?
Is that for me? Really? Wow. Wow.
I can't remember if that's supposed to be for him or for Liliana.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Yes, those were right. Sure. Alright, so we just need to talk to Liliana and then talk to the dog, and I guess that's it, actually, and we can get the fuck out of camp and back to doing stuff.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
So this vision of yours...
I knew this would come up sooner or later.
I'm doing pretty good,
I don't
Cheerio.
know
How
how
are
to
you doing,
explain,
man?
but I had a dream. In
Doing
it,
pretty
there
good.
was an impenetrable
Just
darkness.
streaming
It was so
and
dense, so real.
enjoying
And there was a
playing
noise,
some
a
Dragon
terrible,
Age.
ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
Alright, see here. Sorry about that. Okay, what then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
I don't think that makes sense at all, Liliana. This made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
Well, I suppose I couldn't either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
And no, I'm a Grey Warden because I didn't have any choice. It was either this or be fucking executed back in Orzammar.
Yes? Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
That's true.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I don't really want the Maker looking in on me anyway. I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Okay.
Yes? Well, here I am.
What would somebody like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
Well, they don't teach people how to fight like that in the cloister, do they?
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Definitely hiding some stuff. Right? Definitely
Yes.
hiding some stuff about her past.
Well, here I am.
So you were a traveling minstrel? Have any tales?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Tell me about Darkspawn.
Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
I don't know if that is entirely true, but okay. Know any stories from Orlais?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
Sure.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield a sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Okay.
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
That's kind of like what happened with us, except we were discovered.
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the Grand Melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
Wow. That's fucking Terrible.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Avelin's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Okay. What about Ferelden?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Morgan's mother was called Flemeth.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches? Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists?
She didn't really introduce herself by a bunch of titles.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. I mean, it is just a legend, I guess.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Okay, and that's different. That's the opposite from what Morgan says that Flemeth says happened.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many Chasing men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Right, a lot of that doesn't make sense at all. Because we know that when a mage becomes an abomination, that there's really no turning back from that. I mean, like when they become an abomination, they completely fucking change. So I don't put a lot of stock in that being the actual truth of what happened.
Which one?
You know anything about the Dalish?
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people, he foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shartan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in the land of their own.
But that didn't last.
The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a holy exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved.
Wow.
Some of the
That's kinda
elves
fucked
bitterly
up.
accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They are the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
That's kind of fucked up. That's why the alienages in the cities, Ferelden, and places exist. That's kind of fucked up.
Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would
Doesn't
not
make a lot of
forsake him.
sense.
Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker.
Okay. How did she die?
Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Maferath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Maferath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Maferath made a pact with the Archon Hysarian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter.
Why didn't the Maker save her?
I have thought on this too. Did he withdraw his sight from her at that moment? Where were all the powers he bestowed upon her?
Right.
This question has come to me many times, and I have no answer. Perhaps there was no way for Andraste to return to the Maker but through her death. We will never know for sure.
Alright. Well, that's it. Well, we gotta talk to the fucking dog. There's a couple of little things you can do with him here.
Oh, why, you little...
Are you harassing my dog, Alistair?
Me harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
That was just a warning. He could have taken a hand off.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Well, if you've had it and didn't know it, it would probably be pretty tasty, right?
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
You ruined them? Does that mean you have to go without?
Maybe, but that is not the point. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
It was a gift. You can't just throw it away like that.
I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
I think you just hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Okay. What's going on here? What's all this about?
I seek to understand the dog. We fight alongside each other, and I must discover the strength of his heart.
Carry on?
You are a true warrior, and worthy of respect.
Okay. Trying to find a way through the earth, are you? Okay. Alright, is that it? We can pet him. That's it. Alright, good. Alright, now we can get the fuck out of here. Finally. That, fucking brutal, man. Phew. That takes a long time to get through, all that freaking dialogue, man, with all your companions. Alright, let's world map, I guess. Like
Yes.
Alistair and
Indeed.
Morgan and Liliana
Indeed.
with us. Excuse me? Can I fucking go to the world map, please? Oh, okay. There we go. That's fucking weird. Alright, so let's see. That's, the Watcher DLC. Don't know what that is. That's Circle. Red Cliff. That's, like the DLC to get Shale, right? I guess we can start there and do that, I guess. Let's see if we run into any little random encounters on the way. Nope. Okay. We actually made it. With no random encounters. Talk to this guy.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Part of your problem?
Well, yes. Oh, it's been quite the month. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service.
Gross Bois, huh? That's a hell of a fucking name. I'm Kurgor, pleased to meet you.
I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out?
How about how?
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
What does it do?
The dwarf I brought it from said it active. So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean,
What's
you
the
look like
catch?
the catch? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down. Even if
Right.
I could get down there, which I can't, that's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely. Or I'm hoping that's so, at least.
Yeah, I think I could use
Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works. Best of luck to you then.
it. Alright. Let's, go get ourselves a golem. There we go. At, Onleith. Oh shit, we got our first, random encounter. What is this?
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me.
What?
The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the tyke as our own.
What the fuck? It's supposed to be like a Superman reference? Is that what's going on?
Very well.
Meteor metal ore, huh? Okay, that's that's fucking weird. Okay. I don't know. I think that's for like the Watcher's Keep DLC. I think you can like use that to forge a sword. Supposed to be pretty powerful, I think. What that's for? I don't rightfully remember. Give me one quick second. I'm gonna fix myself something, and I'll be right back. Alright, I apologize about that. Let's go and kill ourselves some darkspawn and see about this golem. Shit. Nice. Oh, get fucked. Nice. Oh, bitch. Nice. Are you running, bitch? Nice. Got him.
No, I cannot.
Okay, you need a key for that, apparently. You unlock that shit?
Sorry.
Oh, you need a key. Okay. Gotta come back with a key to grab that, huh? That kind of sucks. Steel splint mail. Better than what I'm wearing, or what? Shit, I forgot to, bought that shit for Liliana and forgot to... I'll take that fucking ring. Extra power. Alright, what about the armor that I just found, though? Worse than what I'm wearing. About you, Alistair. Worse than what you're wearing, too. Okay. Never mind, then. Actually, I'll do something. We can move that to junk. Selling. Got about. Alright, good. Death root, take it. Hello, darkspawn. How you guys doing?
Shall be done.
God damn, there's a lot of darkspawn up here. Fuck me, man. Bitch. Nice. Oh, come the fuck on. That's irritating.
Defend yourself!
Bitch.
Very well.
That's a lot of blood.
Got him. Alright, Liliana, can you fuck
What
up,
now?
please? Thank you. Nice, Morgan leveled up. Let's see. She starts up with fucking point and shape changer. Forgot about. Yeah, that's fucking useless. Oh, she's got frost weapons. I don't know. Not know that she had frost weapons already. Have her set up to have that active. I need to set her up to have some of these heal spells too. Yes. Although I mean, Wind's gonna be doing the healing, but it doesn't hurt her to have a heal spell. Active. Oh, oh. Alright, let's put it this way. Enemy. Here's what. Have her set up to use fucking frost. Or actually, weapon. Have you attack? I need another tactic slot so that I could have her set up to throw out a frost thing. Try it like that though. Oh shit, I fucking backed out of it. Visible. Save it. Check. Damagers. Yeah, let's try it like that, right? See if she activates her fucking. Supposed to. She's supposed to activate crossed weapons on us. There she goes. Nice. Alright, good. Good. Nice. Okay. Key, that's the key to the chest. Way the fuck back down at the bottom of the village. I guess let's look around for loot, and then we'll go and talk to the golem. If we can interact with it. Nice. This note. Note from the Honolith Village Council. Okay. Run up here and grab this. This is like one of the best daggers in the game. Well, not in the game, but like in the early part of the game. This cheese knife thing. If you're a rogue, like a serious fucking dagger. But actually, that's like a serious fucking. That's a serious upgrade for me, actually. It's got 2 rune slots. It's got like armor penetration, decent damage and crit chance and stuff. It's fucking nice, man. Let's throw that in our offhand. It'll last us for a while, for a little while. What is this? Basket of bird seed? I shall.
It looks like a golem, doesn't it? An actual golem, and not a statue at all. I wonder how it ended up here, of all places.
Okay, so the thing doesn't work, but it means we gotta look around. Go poking around, see if we can figure out why our control rod for the golem ain't working, right?
As you say.
Range crystal cluster? Here?
Yes?
Alright, could you open that for me, please?
Next.
You?
There! More of the fiends ahead!
Dark spawn!
No quarter shall be given!
Nice. What I'm talking about, bitch. Nice. Bitch. Nice. Shit.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Pop that chest for me, please.
I finished.
Thank you. I wish that, like, they would just, that she would just fucking open the chest, you know? Like, I didn't have to actually switch to her and make her open the fucking chest, you know? Like, if I just clicked on it, she would just run over and open it. Instead of it, being so much more of a freaking hassle than it is. Alright, what's going on back here? Barrel with a deep mushroom in it, that's it? One go. Some special brew? That's either for Ogren or for Wynn, I don't know who.
There! More of the fiends ahead!
More fucking dark spawn. Nice. know you didn't just stun me, bitch. Nice.
Okay, done with you now.
Shit, Liliana went down. What happened there? Were you not, healing? Morgan? Or what the fuck? Shit.
Indeed.
Nice. I guess I'm gonna have to go to, the Circle of Magi next. Because I really need to pick up Wind so that we have, like, a dedicated healer. Try
By the
talking to these
Maker,
people.
we're saved!
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us?
I doubt anybody thought you people were still alive down here.
I suppose I should be grateful that someone came at all, then. Thank you. But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm looking for whoever owned that golem outside.
The statue outside? Why would... Oh, I think I see. You bought the control rod, didn't you? You came here looking for shale.
That's fucking creepy.
That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance.
Is it... Are you saying it's defective?
How should I know? It must be. My father was its master, and it still killed him. My father's name was Wilhelm. Mage to the Isles of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais. And what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and shale standing over him just like it is now.
Wow.
My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake shale up, well, it's yours now.
Okay, anything else you can tell me about the golem?
My mother never talked about it much. I was just a small child when my father died. Look, I know you probably have more important things on your mind. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful. But my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you?
What killed the man who went after her?
There are defenses my father put down here to keep strangers out. I knew about the barrier. I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down here. Ever.
See if I can
You
find
will?
her.
My father's laboratory.
Alright. Go do our thing. If we can save this guy's, daughter. Okay. Fuck was that? Like the sound of that, whatever it was. Oh, it's fucking demons. Great.
Very well.
I am your death!
Ooh, get fucked. Nice. Bitch.
Victorious again.
Yes?
Nothing? I was trying to talk to you, trying to loot. Nice. Can you open this for me, Liliana?
It's done.
Please? Raid manifest? Fuck is that? But more importantly, what the fuck is, what is this harvest ring? What is this? Oh, shit. I will take that. Is a huge fucking upgrade for me. Strength, dexterity, attack. I will take all of that shit. Nice. Something else in.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Don't cats like to be in trees?
Okay, this is fucking weird. Let me save before we get into all this. Alright, what the fuck's going on down
Someone's
here?
come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
Who is we?
Kitty and me, of course. You don't see anyone else here, do you? Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
The cat finds me distracting?
Kitty's clever. She says you want to take me back to my father, but I'm not going. She would be lonely.
You are so kind, Amalia. I would miss you dearly if you left.
Oh, that's fucking creepy. With like the voice and then the fucking little demonic echoes and shit going on behind it. That's weird. That's not really a cat, is it?
Of course she's a cat. She just talks, that's all.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
I don't think talking to this creature is safe, Amalia.
Oh, bug whistles. You're just no fun. I'm going to ignore you now.
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
Okay, that's fucking creepy. And what have you done to her?
I have done nothing. I am all but powerless. The mage made sure of that, didn't he? I cannot leave this chamber. No, Amalia found me. After decades of isolation, her company is welcome. It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not making deals with fucking demons.
That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
Yeah, I'll free you and you can have the girl.
No. I can hear it in your voice.
No!
You will not take the child from me. She...
Oh, fuck. So the little girl dies if you do it this way.
These things have unusual powers.
Okay. Reload. Well, I can't lie to this fucking thing. Because I don't have enough speech, right? Yeah, if I had a second rank in this, I guess I could lie to her. But I don't.
Oh, look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people. Anyway, you should go if you're not going to.
Try
You are so kind, Amalia. Talking is simple enough.
Oh.
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. It seems we are at an impasse. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. That's such a... I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
So... I can't lie. I guess I have to try these other dialogue out.
But I do like this one.
I like you too, Kitty.
But if it means escaping this prison, I am willing to leave on my own. I agree to your terms. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, this is so exciting. Kitty is going to be free. I've always wanted a cat, and
I'm
Kitty is so
hoping maybe
perfect
I can
and pretty.
still betray this fucking demon after doing this. Oh, this is irritating. I remember this fucking thing. Gotta make the fire go across over to here. That's...
I like it when Kitty sings to me. Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty. Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
Ow. Need it to be this one.
Kitty is my best friend.
Ow. That one. Ow. That doesn't work, does it?
I was thinking about the sun, silly.
I need it to be... that one.
Tell me a story.
Then, which one next?
what's a flower? Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils. I was thinking about the sun, silly. I was thinking about the sun, silly.
Brings it across.
I was thinking about the sun, silly.
Ow.
Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils.
Okay. Ow. Fuck's sake.
Tell me a story. Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
Fuck's sake, I'll bet it.
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
Okay, how the fuck can I get it? The last, jump. Huh.
I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Really wish you would shut the fuck up, kid.
Tell me a story. Fuck, do you get it? Last. Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
Jump across, man.
Tell me a story.
Fuck, that was annoying, man.
Yes. I can feel the magic fading. Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
Kitty? What's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us.
Your hands off the girl, demon.
I have changed my mind. I like the girl. I do not think I will find another like her.
Oh, so I get to go with you after all?
Ugh! I will take her anyhow. She is mine.
Kitty! You're scaring me! I won't let you inside me! I won't!
Nice. So the girl gets away. Nice.
Careful. I think
Demon.
they've seen us.
Bitch.
Another point. Another bit more.
Bitch. Okay, how the fuck long you gonna keep me stun locked, man?
For the fools, eh?
Bitch.
We must fight. Let us do it.
Nice. Kicked that demon's ass and kept it from possessing a little girl. Fucking nice. Cause I ain't about making no deals with no fucking demons. See, did I lose approval with Morgan? I thought a little bit. I think not a ton. No. What's the chord of shattered dreams? Page. I guess you're wearing that for now, Morgan.
What?
Oh?
Alright.
It has begun. Very well.
Bitch.
I tried to be merciful.
I can do it.
Nice.
As you wish.
Y'all get the fuck out of the way, please. Level Liliana up. Some dexterity. Okay, she's got 3 ranks of stealing already? What the fuck? I would like her to have traps, so she can, like, disarm traps. Her. I need somebody to take 1 or 2 in survival for when we get to the like the Dalish elves. I guess it's gonna have to be her. I see that, but she will want lethality. But I gotta have fucking next lockpicking upgrade before we do that though. Alright. Shit.
As you say. It has begun.
Nice.
Defend yourself.
Carving them demons up. shit.
You did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. You'll need a phrase to activate Shale. It's Doolan Han. I wouldn't want the thing, but it's obvious you can handle it. Now we should go, and...
Alright, nice. We had the wrong phrase. Activate Shale. Alright, let's go activate this big bitch. Nice.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
I did not just stumble across it.
So it knew what it was doing. Shocking. I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
I think he's been here for
Oh,
about
you poor
200
dear.
years at this point.
That would be really, really boring.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
Not all of them.
Some got away, then. How unfortunate.
Do you have a name?
Perhaps. I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
It certainly does. Right in its hand.
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Alright. Walk over there.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken?
Shouldn't you be happy about that?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what shall I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
I can think of many uses for a personal golem.
May I ask what sorts of things it gets up to for which I could be so potentially useful?
Killing Darkspawn, primarily.
The Darkspawn are an evil that must be destroyed, it's true. Though not as evil as the birds. Damnable feathered fiends. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
What do you want to do?
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
Well, you're welcome to come with me.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us. It could be dangerous and large.
Think of it as a portable battering ram.
Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
I will follow it about then. For now, I am called Shale, by the way.
Is that your name or what you're made of?
It would rather I was called Flint. Pebbles? How about rubble?
Okay. So Alistair disapproved, Shale disapproved a little bit. Nothing too bad, no. Alright, so we wrapped that up, got us some upgrades and a level or two for a couple of our companions. Very nice. Now, I'm not sure if I should like go on with the main story or if I should maybe try to start the like the DLC for Soldier's Peak. I mean, it's either going to be that or heading to like the circle, I guess. Although I do need to do Red Cliff Village too. I just wonder how far along I could get without. I guess let's go to the Maid Circle first, and or at least start heading that way, and then I'll figure out what I want to do.
Be careful now!
Oh shit! A fucking big ass bear and some white wolves. Nice. Alistair, you wanna fucking turn around and tank this thing now? Nice. Yeah. That's, oh shit, that's not good. That's a fucking Drake.
It has begun.
Nice. I know you didn't just stun me, bitch. Alright. Got loot. Break scale. Nice. That gets us like some really nice armor later in the game. That Drake scale, if I remember right. Is that everything here? Everything? Yeah. So let me see. Still got you set up to be vendor. That. Got you set up for oh, we gotta go out of the map the other way, the other side. Here. Stupid. Alright. See if we run into another random encounter. We made it, okay. Gotta figure out,
Do you see the tower? The view from the top must be spectacular.
doing this or, or Red Cliff first. I'm for which. Spot for the dog. Barrel. The fuck are you?
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
Are you a mage?
A mage? Me? I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Gregor just came down and then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy, named for my
Something wrong
grandma.
at the tower?
I told you, if I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic. Do I look like a Templar? A mage? Why? Well, you go on ahead. Gregor tells me to stay here. You go on.
Okay. Well, maybe he had a quest or something. I guess not.
You're the Grey... I represent a collective of mages interested in going next to me. And in every major settlement, you will find it. Thank you, my friend. Make...
Yes. Places of power. Accusation. Termination. I've got enough.
Good to see you again.
We haven't got enough mushrooms to turn in. Let's see about this.
Yes?
This is a fight right here, I think.
Oh? What was this about?
Here to bring you in for desertion.
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
More enemies ahead! Very well.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Bitch.
Right then.
Best beware. As you say. Very well.
Nice.
Make her be praised.
Get wrecked, bitch. Take those fucking guild supplies. Can I change the party right here? Pop you
Blood and
out
damnation.
and pop the dog in real quick.
What now?
Dog piss on the boat here. Go. Alright, let's swap Liliana back in.
Indeed.
Then we can hop into the inn here. I don't remember if there's any quests in here or not. I guess we'll find out. I think there's like a merchant in here though.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
Fuck you, bitch.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
It's done. Yes?
I was not trying to talk to you, bitch.
Hmm?
Get out of my
Good
way.
day.
Hi there. Innkeeper.
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
You got anything to drink?
Of course. What?
The merchant. Oh. Shit, okay. This cold resistant, fire resistant, on armor. Focus. Like that gift. And let me see. These are weapons for jail. Charge damage to fire. Oh. Kill 'em. All these fucking bombs that don't really. I don't really remember if you're supposed to hang on to these fucking gems or not. I seem to remember there being like a quest for these fucking gems. But too late now, I guess. Alright. Give me 1 second. I want to check something real quick. Yeah, like I was thinking. Circle is really, I guess, what I want to do next, and then,
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you?
Red Cliff.
Because I have strict orders
after
not to
this,
let
I
anyone
think.
pass.
I'm a Grey Warden, and I need the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
Prove it?
Kill some Darkspawn. Come on, let's see some righteous Grey Wardening.
Grey Wardening isn't something you do, it's what you are.
Ugh, semantics. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
I warn you, my patience is wearing thin.
Is that bad? Look, I'm, just trying to do my job. I'll take you right now, just like you wanted.
Wow, what a little bitch.
Come along, I suppose.
That's funny. Oh, that's fucking funny. Okay.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without...
Yes, sir. The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
No, we wait.
I think they're keeping people in, Alistair. You're Gregor, I assume?
Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
No, the mages have an obligation to the Grey Wardens.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. The circle is lost. The tower has fallen.
Okay. How did this happen?
We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee.
Why couldn't you defeat them? I mean, you're Templars. Isn't that what you do? I mean, you hunt mages too, but couldn't you be, good at killing demons and shit? Stopping this kind of thing?
They took us by surprise. We were prepared for 1 or 2 abominations, not the horde that fell upon us.
Why don't you rally your men and kill them all?
I will destroy the tower, raze it to the ground. But I cannot risk more of my men. The doors remain shut, and they will protect us for now.
That's no solution. Doors can be broken.
We do not mean for the doors to stay closed forever. Everything in the tower must be eliminated. I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The right of annulment?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire.
That's true.
There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Well, you're right. The abominations cannot be allowed to leave.
No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
I'll look.
I assure you, An abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
Abominations don't stand a chance against me.
If you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your... Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal. A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed.
Alright.
May Andraste lend you...
We gotta go and see if we can find the first enchanter in the tower. And Alistair gets a level up. Very nice. I need 26 dexterity. He's getting there. He's getting there. Getting pretty close. Bravery. It's actually pretty good. Pretty good passive for him. Alright. He needs more fucking tactic slots. Oh well, I guess I'll have to
want to
do.
Die.
I thought there was a guy right in here that sells shit.
I don't want to die.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
You got any supplies for sale?
Yes. Would you like to trade?
Sure. Operator's mace. Actually, not bad, man. Not great, but bad. Staff of the Magister Lord. Damn, that's a pretty nice fucking staff, man. Whew. Is that better than what you got, or the same? Worse than what you got, actually. Okay. Soldiers. Fire damage, plus 10 cold damage. That's nice, actually. Forced Magus. Angel's Blessing. Plus 2 to all attributes, plus 20 nature's regeneration, stamina regeneration, and physical. Holy shit. Fucking nice, man. Dude has got some decent shit, man. Got a tome of arcane technique too. Injury kit recipe, I'll take that. Backpack, I'll take that, I guess. Fuck, man. Broke again. Whew. Irritating. Alright, let's go kill some fucking abominations. Let's go hunt some demons and some blood mages. Hello, demons. You guys, hanging out down here?
What now? Oh.
Demon. Demons in here? Pile of filth? Okay. And dead Templar and dead mages. Okay.
What now?
Can you crack that safe?
What's next?
Chest. Thing on notes. Okay. Lots of blood on the walls all over the fucking place. What is going on here? There's wind. Wow, she took that
It's you.
fucking
No, come no
rage
further.
demon out pretty
Grey
quick.
Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand.
Win? What are you doing here?
I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by.
I came here seeking the aid of the mages.
And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now?
No, they're waiting for reinforcements.
So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
So what happened here?
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
Okay. Or what do you intend?
I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children.
Except for the
You will
demon
not
that
be
just
able
came
to
through?
enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle.
See, if I disagree with her, I have to fight her and kill her. And I can't do that because she's the healer and we gotta have a healer. Guess we're gonna help her. Even if I don't agree with her at all.
Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
He'll only accept it if the first enchanter says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
Alright.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
Could have been one of them if things were different.
If that was so, why, I am sure I would have flung myself from the top of this tower years ago. I will allow neither mind nor body be subjugated in such a dehumanizing fashion.
I've made my decision. We gotta help win.
Have it your way.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
Alright, let us be off.
If you are ready.
Alright, so we're take Alistair.
Yes.
Gotta have Liliana.
Indeed.
Alright, we didn't lose too much approval, Morgan. Just -3, that's not... Alright, let me check. Holy fuck, has she got a lot of tactics. I guess we'll have her set up like this. Does she have, you don't have frost or fire. You don't have like telekinetic. Yeah. Working with what we got.
It is good to see that some wardens survived. We are sorry for the loss of your comrades.
Loghain is to blame.
We heard about Loghain. I would never have imagined the Terran a traitor.
How'd you find out?
Wyn was at Ostagar. But why speak?
Yeah.
I don't suppose this is what you expected the Circle to be like, is it?
No, I always expected it would be more orderly.
I keep thinking this is our punishment for being mages. That's why the Templars have to do away with us.
No, don't say that. It's not true. You deserve to live just like anyone else.
Their swords are like the sword of mercy that sent Andraste back to the Maker.
apologize about that. So this bitch is pretty crazy, evidently.
We should let the Templars come. Only then can we be cleansed of our... I will...
Yes?
Can you pop this chest, please? Thank
Just like you wanted.
Alright, and we can't mess with this yet. We need some kind of quest.
Here we are.
Thing you gotta do to...
I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place
Do
this
that.
long. It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us be prepared for anything. I do not know. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. Be on your guard.
Alright. Go through the fucking door yet? Thank you. There's some demons waiting for us. Hide.
I shall.
Bitch. Nice. Oh, get fucked. Hate how those fucking things explode after you kill them. Fine. Take all of that, please. Yep, more fucking demons. Nice. Bitch. Get fucked, demon. Absolutely wrecked. Bitch. See. Say there's a whole thing you can do in here where you do like some summoning things. See, oh. Ow. Bitch. Nice.
I tried to be polite to Catherine.
Wreck that demon shit, man. Nice. Wreck that demon, dude. Alright, yeah, there's something you can do in that room back there. Summoning things. I don't remember it right off the top of my freaking head, though. Alright, I'm gonna save right here, though. There we go. It's been a little while since I've done a manual save. And let's see, that puts the stream at about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So I'm going to call it a night right there, I believe. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll either be streaming some more of this, or I may decide to stream some Shadowrun, the new Shadowrun games. Or, well, not new, but they're new, coming out on console. Come out tomorrow. And I may be checking those out and having a little look at them. At any rate, we shall see. And I thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Evil and Troll and Cheerio and everybody else. Bleach. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.